Welcome to another episode of Creator Daily. I'm your host Michael, covering the top news stories, latest strategies, and emerging trends in the overall creator landscape. Today we've got a bit of everything lined up for you. YouTube enhances the creator experience with the launch of Remix on Shorts. The Kids Online Safety Act is one step closer to becoming law with growing support in the Senate. Controversy stirs as New York City takes TikTok and Instagram to court over concerns of child addiction. In Fashion Meets Tech News, Coach spotlights a hybrid campaign featuring both virtual influencers and stars like Lil Nas X and Camila Mendes. We're diving into how AI tools are changing the game for creators while emphasizing the undying importance of original ideas. Keep an eye on your palette as we reveal Pinterest's forecast for the hottest color trends of 2024. Lastly, we'll touch upon CeraVe's quirky Super Bowl strategy starring none other than Michael Cera. Get ready for an insightful blend of updates. Let's dive in. YouTube is amping up its game in the digital music sphere by introducing Remix on its Shorts platform, a fresh suite of editing tools letting fans get crafty with popular music videos. Picture this: tapping a button and pulling audio, doing a split-screen jam, throwing a video in as your remix backdrop, or snipping scenes to sprinkle into your creation. They're saying 5 seconds is the sweet spot for those clips. The idea is pretty straightforward. It's not just about watching a killer track's video, but about jumping into the buzz and making your own noise as the tunes take off. YouTube's been on this beat since last August, talking up about their shorts and teasing us with new features. They've got their eyes on the music business and have caught on to how certain song parts, like Miley Cyrus's Flowers chorus, go viral on Shorts with millions tuning in. They're also eyeballing TikTok, which has been a powerhouse for music trends and has even spawned charts like the Billboard TikTok Top 50. YouTube's answer? Bring Shorts closer to the TikTok blend, using popular tools like green screens to cook up memes and hot new content. And it seems to be working for them. Lior Cohen from YouTube Music let slip some sweet stats. Shorts tripled unique viewership for artists' videos and poured in 60% new channel subs. With artists like Mike Towers and Jason Derulo riding the Shorts wave, and that's before these remix tricks even hit. YouTube's playing a catchy tune that might just keep users hooked and artists coming back for more. The Kids Online Safety Act, also known as KOSA, just hit a major milestone by securing more than 60 Senate co-sponsors, enough to see it potentially pass through the Senate. This legislation is poised to be one of the most significant developments for children's online safety since the year 2000. KOSA is all about instituting a duty of care for tech platforms to minimize risks to young users, granting them the option to sidestep recommendations driven by algorithms. Senators Richard Blumenthal from Connecticut and Marsha Blackburn from Tennessee, who are spearheading this bill, have listened to feedback and updated the bill's language. They've added a clearer definition of design feature to pinpoint elements like infinite scrolling, notifications, and online rewards, which are designed to keep kids hooked on platforms. These revisions are aimed squarely at the business models of social media rather than the specifics of the content hosted. In an important turn of events, they've stripped state attorneys general of the power to enforce this duty of care, shifting that responsibility to the Federal Trade Commission. This move addresses concerns from LGBTQ+ organizations, which were worried that the law could be used by certain AGs to target LGBTQ+ youth resources. These groups have now stepped back from their opposition, following adjustments to the bill. Even with this newfound support, KOSA's journey isn't over. It still needs to go through a floor vote in the Senate and then advance through the House, where no companion bill exists yet. Nonetheless, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has committed to driving the bill forward in the Senate. Support for the bill isn't universal, though. Organizations like Fight for the Future, while noting the improvements, still harbor concerns about potential content filtering and suppression. The Electronic Frontier Foundation continues to see KOSA as a threat to free speech, advocating for broader privacy protection. Meanwhile, the American Civil Liberties Union, which previously opposed the bill alongside some LGBTQ+ advocacy groups, hasn't yet weighed in on the altered text. Finally, several tech giants like Snap, Microsoft, and the platform formerly known as Twitter have thrown their support behind the updated bill. marking a significant shift in the tech industry's stance towards regulating children's online safety. New York City has taken legal action against some of the biggest names in tech, including Meta, TikTok, Snap, and Google, with allegations that their platforms are contributing to a youth mental health crisis. City agencies are accusing these companies of creating platforms that are addictive for children through design features like recommendation algorithms and like buttons, which they claim manipulates kids into spending excessive time online. This lawsuit from New York City adds to the mounting legal pressure tech companies face from various state and local governments over concerns about their platform's potential harm to children. Previously, a Maryland school district and dozens of state governments have also filed similar lawsuits against Meta for purportedly misleading the public on the detrimental effects their services could cause to young users. There's a growing sentiment among lawmakers and government officials to protect children from online hazards, with a California district court judge suggesting that lawsuits focusing on the defects of the platforms instead of speech could proceed without conflicting with Section 230. A legal liability shield for tech companies. NYC Mayor Eric Adams has been outspoken about his concerns with social media, even categorizing it as a public health hazard. In response to the lawsuit, he unveiled a social media action plan aimed at holding tech companies accountable for harm to children's mental health, promoting safer use among families, and further researching the effects of social media on youth. The tech companies implicated in the lawsuit have asserted that they already take significant measures to ensure protection and support for young users on their platforms. Meta, Snap, TikTok, and Google have each pointed to various tools, policies, and features they've implemented to create safer online experiences for teens, such as parental supervision tools, notifications suggesting breaks from app usage, communication-focused designs for close friends, and time limits for younger users. Despite the allegations, the companies continue to maintain their commitment to the safety of their young users. Coach is dialing up its creative marketing by blending the real with the virtual in their latest campaign, Find Your Courage. They've teamed up with virtual influencer Emma, and if you're wondering just how that's going to play out, picture this. Emma will be diving into the virtual worlds of some pretty big-name stars like Lil Nas X, Camila Mendes, Youngji Lee, Koki, and Wu Jinyan. Each celeb will showcase their own superpower to Emma, like Lil Nas X teaching her to change the game on a life-size chessboard. What's particularly interesting here is how Coach is interpreting the idea of what's real. This mix of celebrity power with a virtual influencer like Emma, who by the way has also worked with giants like Nike, Puma, and Calvin Klein, is Coach's way of exploring identity and self-expression, which are big talking points especially for the Gen Z crowd. Expect to see these virtual, real mashups in videos and even some gaming platforms. Coach is using AI inspiration to push the boundaries and hopefully inspire consumers to explore all the possibilities of who they can be, despite life's pressures and expectations. The campaign promises to be a fascinating blend of fashion, tech, and personality. In the rapidly evolving world of technology, generative AI is making significant strides, especially with AI tools enhancing content production. A recent example of this advancement is the showcase of OpenAI's new Sora text-to-video tool. This tool, which is not yet publicly available, can transform basic text prompts into 60-second video clips, while tech giants such as Meta and TikTok are also developing text-to-video tools, which undeniably herald a new era of content creation and expression. There's an essential part of the creative process that still needs emphasis: the concept or idea. Taking Pixar as a model, it's a stark reminder that the creativity behind their storytelling isn't just in the animation, it's in the years of developing compelling narratives and characters that resonate with audiences. The animation is just the final visual expression of these meticulously crafted stories. So, while AI tools may democratize the production aspect and give voice to more ideas, they are not a substitute for the hard-earned experience and craftsmanship in content creation. Success as a creator takes dedication, effort, and patience to understand what connects with viewers. This is reflected in the reality that most content, such as the overwhelming majority of YouTube videos and online creators, doesn't gain significant traction or revenue. Hence, AI tools will indeed help crystallize concepts from imagination to digital form. But the defining factor for creating truly great content remains in the time and effort spent refining one's craft. Pinterest, the popular image-sharing platform, has released its Pinterest Palette Color Trends Overview for 2024. This compilation of hues, drawn from its annual Pinterest Predicts report, offers a sneak peek into the colors that are anticipated to set the stage in various domains such as fashion, interior and graphic design, and broader cultural trends. The analysis conducted by Pinterest's House of Creative involved examining search terms specifically related to color found within the report's predicted trends. These terms ranged from blue jellyfish to blue chrome nails and aqua makeup looks, from which the team identified the most persistent colors that cropped up. The 5 main colors Pinterest believes will appeal to audiences this coming year include gummy pink, desert orange, aqua blue, moss green, and mocha brown. For marketers and content creators, each color is accompanied by a detailed chart illustrating its application across different pins, with key product examples and search terms. The aim is to provide a valuable resource for informing their creative strategies and enhancing their content throughout the year. So, if you're looking to stay ahead of the curve, keeping these colors in mind could be the key to resonating with the Pinterest crowd in 2024. If you're eager for more details or would like to access downloadable materials to guide your marketing efforts, check out Pinterest's full report. In the run-up to the Super Bowl, CeraVe made quite the splash with their odd yet captivating advertising campaign featuring actor Michael Cera. Rather than waiting for the big game to reveal their ad, CeraVe, a L'Oreal skincare brand, took a unique approach with a social and influencer-focused campaign that was all about amping things up with earned media. They got folks scratching their heads with teasing Instagram videos, paparazzi snaps, influencer unboxings, and podcast chatter, all centered around a bizarre question. What's the connection between Michael Cera and CeraVe? The buzz built to a climax with the launch of IamCerav.com and a video with a surreal 90s perfume ad vibe, where Michael Cera is shown chatting with a narwhal, hanging out with male models, and even giving a massage to himself. Despite Cera's kooky claim to being the brain behind CeraVe, the brand made sure to clarify their products were developed with dermatologists. On the day of the Super Bowl, a trimmed-down version of the video revealed it was all part of Cera's pitch to an unimpressed CeraVe board, creating one of the most memorable ads of the night, which, by the way, was crowned the most effective Super Bowl campaign on TikTok by ad research company David. This whole shebang was a creative collaboration between CeraVe and WPP, led by Ogilvy PR North America. It was proof of their shared belief that strong earned media can magnify paid media, which turned out to be a recipe for success. CeraVe, now considered Gen Z's top skincare choice, showed that an ad can be more than just an ad. It can be a whole world, especially when social and influencer channels are the brand's bread and butter. That's a wrap on today's episode of Creator Daily. I'm your host, Michael, and it's been a pleasure bringing you the latest scoop from the creator landscape. We've covered a lot this time around, haven't we? Now, don't forget, for all of you hungry for more, you can deep dive into the show notes for all the links and detailed info we've chatted about today. And if there's a story, trend, or strategy that caught your ear, or you simply want to share your creator journey with us, shoot us an email at creatordaily@podcrafter.com. We love hearing from you, and who knows, your insights could be the highlight of our next episode. Thanks for tuning in, stay creative, and remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Catch you next time on Creator Daily. Keep creating.